Hello there everyone and welcome back. I will admit, I've perhaps been doing a terrible job making preparations for my Legend difficulty run of XCOM 2, mainly due to all the hecticness going on elsewhere on my channel and in real life of course, but Firaxis saw fit to have a solution to my blight, and it looks like we're going to be playing a brand new XCOM game. Although considering the price point, the 50% sale, it's going to be maybe a little bit different than what we're expecting, at least when the announcement was made. Since for one, I guess we're going to be having a lot more emphasis on the characters and the soldiers that we're going to be controlling, since I believe there's going to be no customization at all from what I'm understanding, at least the character customization. It remains to be seen how much customization there is for the level them up and developing them, but we're gonna be doing a playthrough of this game, I suppose. And first off, I would have liked to have gone straight into the impossible difficulty, seeing if that is fair enough compared to XCOM 2, or at least how it compares, since I can do XCOM 2 decently well even with like beta strike, although it has been a while. So I think what I might do for later on in this series is I'm probably just going to do the part of the tutorial first on expert difficulty, and then maybe restart the campaign once I feel like I've gone through at least the tutorial and story portions that the tutorial has to give, and start it up on impossible difficulty. Dive right into the meat of it. But regardless how that goes, we're going to try Iron Man mode, hardcore. This is a new little setting where if you just fail a mission, you just immediately lose the entire campaign, which, honestly, for something like XCOM 2, I would be fine with failing missions because it adds a nice tension and a nice rotation to have, or at least a nice flow to things. Because I did lose a handful of battles in the impossible, or was it legendary difficulty? So this seems a little extreme. Sure. It's probably good for, again, hardcore players, I suppose. And Extended Anarchy, I believe this is related to, like, was it the Avatar project for XCOM 2? So having 5 extra levels, based on the wording, just gives me a lot more breathing room. And we'll have subtitles on because, of course, I feel like this game is going to have a lot more emphasis on story beats and character development, or at least on the characters themselves. So I won't rant on this too much longer. Hell, you've probably seen the tutorial plenty of times already, so I'm kind of half tempted to go in blind for the sake of just dive us right into the meat of the game. But story is important, especially if you have yet to actually have a look at this new game. I'm actually forgetting what the damn game's called. I want to call it like XCOM 2.5 or something, but either way, let's get this going. And hopefully have ourselves some fun.
Two minutes out.
Hey, Godmother. Is this like the old days? XCOM swooping in and taking it to the bad guys?
I wouldn't know. I spent most of the war training resistance networks.
Like mine. And for your many, long years of service.
Watch it.
XCOM attaches you to an untested squad and pushes it into the field before it's ready. How is this not like the old days?
I'm just happy to be here. I missed out during the war. Wish I could have pulled my weight.
For which side, exactly?
I find that very hurtful.
Sure thing, Advent.
We are through the checkpoint.
I was never actually Advent.
But they were fitting you for a blocky helmet.
Stow it, both of you. We're here. 3-1 PD gave us the all clear. Grab your gear and prepare to move in.
So, as you can already see, there's a bit of character diversity there. Nice crew
Whisper,
of groups.
what's your status?
And what's Verge's ETA?
Comms are working, obviously. Verge is en route.
How? Verge can't drive.
He hailed a cab.
To a hostage situation?
Focus. Whisper, any surprises in the next room?
A handful of hostiles, unaware of your approach.
Chimera squad, take positions. Prep for breach.
So as I was saying, already a nice handful of crew. It seems like our specialist woman here likes to get on people's nerves. But that's neither here or there. Let's get to the meat of this game. So breaching, we're basically playing instead of more of an RPG type of game, and that might make more sense once we get into it. So at the start of every mission we have breaching, which allows us to optimize how exactly we want to start the battle. So let's see, preview, yeah. I think our preview enemy presence at each breach point and modifiers that will be applied. So actually let me hit accept and actually see what this means. I'm wondering what the shield means, if that's how many I could deploy or how many I expect to be in that area. Because successful shots, pinpoint sounds important, on enemies will be a guaranteed critical hit. And I don't know if it matters who I pick in order, but we'll worry about... Actually, let's see, what does it say? Oh, it said timelines right here, so I could probably edit this as I so wish. If it'll let me. Yep, it will. I'm just gonna have to figure out what these symbols pretty much mean, because we got one door. I'm assuming he's the one who breaches and enters first. And then the other two are just shooting. Doesn't want to give me an explanation. And apparently there's 3 different encounters. But otherwise, let's see how this works.
Stay behind me.
It's one thing to see it through a video, and another to actually take part in it. So, tab to switch on through. And breaching targets, so yeah, I could with tab and left shift, and then you select the ability with enter. So in this case we're just shooting, and it doesn't want to tell me what the surprise exactly does, but I believe, yeah, 100% hit chance. And they have 4 health, so I'm not likely to kill them, am I, with this gun? Oh no, it looks like I get a guaranteed critical hit, so never mind. Considering he fires with a pistol. So, alert enemies will use an ability at the end of the breach sequence, so if he does not die, he's going to do something to me. And surprise enemies receive a defense penalty, and they won't react. So if I need to kill something, they are my priority. Now I'm assuming, what's the critical hit chance? 133%, so I might as well kill you for that reason alone. And you are still surprised, so you're pretty much dead. And we got more to deal with. Oh, never mind.
I am Mayor Nightingale.
Is that our hostage?
Welcome to City 31's Memorial Museum.
It's just a recording.
As I often say, the lessons from our past inform the present.
Blah, blah, blah. History.
Focus.
So let's see, now they emphasize the turn order as we see here, and this is how it immediately differs from XCOM 2, whereas one team moves all their units and activates their ability, and then the other side gets to go. In this case, we get to potentially manipulate the turn order a bit, which is something I am ecstatic for. Only thing I'm going to have to figure out is they have 2 action points for each turn. This is pretty normal. It's just a question if, like with shooting in XCOM 2 and XCOM 1, if that will technically end my turn. And what I'm wondering by that is if I can shoot then move for like later portions. And from what I've seen of this video, or at least some previews of the tutorial, I think they normally end up getting shot here. So our challenge here is to try and avoid getting this killed. Although it's going to be tricky because he's in cover and I'm moving with a pistol, which is probably one of the reasons why I would have liked Terminal everyone else to have gone first potentially, since they got bigger guns. And everyone's in half cover, so it's almost impossible for me to avoid or at least mitigate this shot. Never mind, I can't shoot him. So I either go over here. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to bite the bullet, because I don't really have a lot of options, let alone abilities, to absorb this shot. And never mind to give me such a tempting shot to shoot them. Which one are you? I'm just trying to make sure. Yep, you. So 65% chance and 50-50, and only a 33% chance to critically hit you. So let's chance shooting him, and then it's not likely, but at the same time, we have better chances of killing him with the other ones. Take a chance. Nope.
Bracketing target.
Well, I got lucky there too, I suppose. Unfortunately, the placement again is terrible here. I did not plan this the best since I didn't get to choose where to deploy everyone. You are in cover there, or at least, are you in cover? It doesn't seem like you're in cover. So I'm hoping AI does not try a flanking shot on me if I go this way.
Headed where I'm needed.
74. Interesting, though half cover doesn't technically... Okay, it does give minus 20. It's because of the distance that's giving that difference in the modifier. Ooh, minimum damage. So here's where I'm gonna get shot now. No, I'm just really damn lucky, I guess. And this is where, again, manipulating the turn order is probably pretty handy. Since I don't have to worry about him shooting me, and he's really crippled for the pistol.
You'll make it.
4 to 6, so you're a guaranteed kill because you have the shotgun. Which is part of what I was gambling on. Expecting the next shot to actually do more damage than a pistol. Again, I'm gonna have to learn the nuances. I may be overthinking this already unnecessarily. But that's part of the reason why I want the harder difficulty.
You see this?
Huh. Interesting.
Contact!
Clear.
Verge? What took you so long?
Had to unpack a breaching charge.
Good man.
Not exactly.
You know what I mean.
I always do.
So creepy. Don't ever change.
Verge, form up. Any hostiles in the next room?
Yes, I can feel them.
Now this is what I'm most excited for Chimera Squad. Now that I actually remember the name. Oh. Okay, I was worried it was going to give us dialogue. Is the fact that we get to play with XCOM and Alien Forces for this. Since we technically are, what, a handful of years maybe after XCOM 2? And here's the modifiers I was thinking. Although again, I'm trying to figure out what these icons mean. Yeah, some encounters offer more than one breach point, so consider where to split up the squad. And agents entering from same breach point will enter the encounter together, and will be closer in the timeline. So if there's like synergy between a certain squad, I want to put them at the same entrance ideally. Again, I have to figure out what my squad is really capable of before we really plan that out. So we know you're the main tanky guy with the shield. Again, I question what these icons represent, because agent damage is likely here. Enemies deal +1 damage during the breach. And I'm assuming these are hit points here. 9 and 9, I'm assuming, but it's hard to really say. Which is kind of why I want Terminal there. Actually, do I really want Virgil to go last? Because I'm assuming that's what's going to happen if I put Virgil there. We'll see how this works. And oh yeah, what's the sealed deal? Last unit through this entrance does +3 damage. Since she has a shotgun, that might be good. But she's also a flanker. So let's switch out Terminal. And Godmother, you switch. And the only reason I'm considering that is, of course, shotgun. You're a lot less likely to hit if I'm assuming you're going to be at distance from everyone.
Reaching in.
Time to breach.
So let's see, you're surprised. Let's have a look at the threats. You have armor, which is where the +3 damage comes into play. And you're aggressive. They'll shoot at XCOM if they aren't neutralized. So you are high up. You are a very high priority, and you're alert, so... How likely are you to die? Because we don't get a guaranteed critical hit. So I think shotgun deals with them. Although, I almost want you to shoot someone with armor, if I'm serious, because you're not likely... It's a 50-50, well, technically it's a little bit higher than that you actually kill someone. Unfortunately, no kill there. Killer aggressive soldier. Not quite a guaranteed hit, but it's a guaranteed kill. No. Oh, that's a little unfortunate. Oh, you can actually see them, which is a little irritating. And we have 2 armored troops down here, which could die. Show me the max damage and not minimum damage. Now the +3 damage, which I do want on one of these armored guys if I'm not going to be able to shoot the aggressive one. So 80 and 50. So let's take the 80. Let's take the 80. So that's unfortunate for a missed shot, which is again part of the reason why I want the shotgun down there. Alright, so what do you have for abilities? Bashes an enemy with the energy shield, consuming all charges. So by charges, I assume it means that all action points are burnt. If a charge is consumed... Well, I don't know what exactly charge means. Maybe it's something else entirely. Deal damage in a cone behind the enemy, so damage increases with charge. Replaces subdue, which again I have no idea what that is. Places a shield on self or ally to prevent damage of the next attack. He gain... Okay, Cherub gets 1 charge when energy shield's destroyed. Does not automatically end the turn, so I'm wondering about that. So, you unfortunately put yourself in a flanking position, which I really don't like. Because I don't think your pistol shot's going to be very useful at killing these guys. So, good chance you can kill them. Especially if I'm out in the open. At least a respectable chance, I guess. And finally he did it. Managed to get what I want. Subdue. So that's for capturing targets, I imagine. Yep. Unconscious units are captured at the end of the mission. And that's a cone shot. Which unfortunately I can't get very well here, but who's the next one? Part of my priority is to try and just knock out this one here. You go next. The only problem is I don't even think you can shoot the one guy there, can you? And you are also a shotgun, so let's chance this.
Moving.
Watch your step.
Because with the new mechanics, we need to play this completely differently than with XCOM 2. But really? Really? Well, safe to say XCOM 2 glitches are still in play. I just want a guaranteed kill on you. Screw you. Now, you are I'm excited for. So Battle Madness will make them go berserk and attack a nearby target. And Stupor It allows them to be stunned. Again, I'm half concerned this will automatically end my turn. Okay, fires the rifle ending the turn, so maybe I don't have to worry about that if I don't move. Battle Madness makes them shoot the nearest target, if I remember correctly. So, might be... Yeah, I might as well use it just in case. Assuming it doesn't end my turn. Because he might be dead after this. Alright, so that only ate a single action point. Which normally in this position is really good because they're out in the open. But I want you dead. Thank you. Oh, and I can jump down. Perfect. Safeguard. You can't shoot them. I would like you to heal because I don't think I'm going to have the convenience of downtime to quote-unquote cheese the game a bit, or timer, to get an opportunity to heal. And I kind of want to try and subdue him. This is an opportunity for it. If I can't subdue him, then I can just shoot him at point-blank range. Well, I didn't want you to go there, but it doesn't matter.
Set up the breaching charge.
I do like to make an entrance.
Now, special breach points. Some breach points can only be assessed with special equipment or abilities. Once an agent with the required asset is in the first slot, other agents can then be assigned. Alright, so I need to deploy something first. So who's gonna breach? Well, Carib does that, and apparently that automatically healed my XCOM soldiers, or at least Chimera squad troops. Oh, never mind, I'm wrong. Godmother took a little bit of damage. Alright, well, do I really want you to go last? Maybe to clean up or deal with something bigger, I guess. But that normally means you're the last one. So let's switch them around. There, I feel a little bit better about this, because then Godmother at least should be a little bit closer for said shotgun.
Hold. Hostage confirmed in the next room.
We need more than that.
3-1 PD has a live feed. Patching through.
If you surrender, I will advocate leniency.
Enough. This exhibit, it is about XCOM's role in our liberation.
I see you read the placard.
It doesn't say how they went soft and got weak. Now, it's up to us to light the spark.
He's holding a detonator.
Go, now!
How's this for an entrance?
I like it. So, one thing I'm going to have to get used to is that Turbo here, or Turrup, is not likely going to get kills unless he gets guaranteed critical hits, so I need to plan for softening up something. Especially with all these different alert parties. And I'm trying... Oh, surprise means it's a guaranteed critical hit, or just... Or a guaranteed hit, I suppose. Let me just... Yeah, it's a guaranteed hit, which might be good enough. I just don't like these hit odds for those who are alert. So I think I try and kill the two on the right. And that's a good start. You have the shotgun. You're a guaranteed kill if you hit, so you're worth shooting these guys. And that should cover my right flank. Keyword should. Because I definitely want to take at least a guaranteed shot. Unfortunately, that was bad luck there on my part. Alright, we'll get the guaranteed kill at least then.
You're a Nightingale. I'll protect you.
Alright, protect the hostage.
Turb is down.
Terminal, stabilize him.
On it.
Verge, with me. Protect the mayor.
Confirmed.
Well, that was probably the reason why I couldn't kill him with the shotgun. He was meant to knock down my soldier. So agents that lose all their HP will begin bleeding out over several turns, indicated by a number in the timer. The mission will fail unless the agent bleeding out is saved with stabilized ability. So this is the one thing that I am a little concerned for, is the fact that no one can die or no one can get killed, because otherwise the mission immediately ends. It feels like anyway. Although with the hardcore mode, maybe there is possibility for that, at least letting soldiers get wounded and killed. Not sure just yet. So we can easily revive you with Terminal here. But now that you managed to do your part, I want you to die. I'm just trying, because you already went as well. So you go first, and then you go next. And of course, this is only half cover. Huh. Maybe I can get... Yeah, maybe I can hit both of them with scatter shot. Even though it didn't give me an opportunity to reload, so... I gotta keep that in mind. Guaranteed hit for 4 damage. What the hell? I think it actually is forcing me to try and revive first, because it's a tutorial and all that. Which I kind of want Terminal to do, because she's the medic after all. Alright, I'll bite, because I don't really have much of a choice, do I? Now, sadly, you're gonna shoot at... Even if I give you Battle Madness, you're likely gonna shoot... Well, actually, Battle Madness will sort of protect you, because that means you're just gonna shoot the one in cover. I'm hoping.
Go on. Lash out.
They weren't expecting that.
Bracketing target.
Okay, that works. I don't know what that mark... Huh. I thought that would have made them waste their turn. Sadly, I was wrong. So I need to kill you. I'm gonna try to kill you. But bad rolls are likely to hit me here. Nope, not this time. Even then, it was only the exact amount of damage. Well, that was convenient, but again, tutorial mission.
I'm running low.
So you can reload, and that was a waste of scatter shot, because it looked like it was a guaranteed hit. Call me crazy.
Reloaded.
Now let's try scatter shot again. Sadly, I can't hit both of them, but it technically says 100%, so let's settle, or at least be satisfied with destroying cover. Nope, I can't destroy cover with this. So apparently I still have an effect on you. I'm trying to figure out what exactly that means, because I see a side charge of some kind over here. I just don't know what that means yet. And you're on Overwatch, which I guess that means if I walk in there or move, you shoot me? Which is kind of interesting. I figured Overwatch was a little bit different. Oh, he survived just barely. So this does not end the turn. Does not automatically end the turn. So 8 protocol on steroids is basically what this is. Now, let's subdue you, because it probably helps.
Stay down.
Even though the game technically did not tell me anything about it, we might as well do it. Since this situation allows for it. And then the rest will take no prisoners. Even after taking 2 prisoners.
Chimera, are you still with us?
Yeah, think so. Only thing injured is my pride.
And your diaphragm. And a few ribs.
None of this should have happened.
Most people say thank you.
I'm grateful, of course. But these people don't have the capability for any of this.
Explain.
I read their threat assessment. A month ago, these insurgents were all talk and no capability. The greatest threat they posed was to bottles of alcohol.
Why tell us? Why now?
City 31 shows the world how humans, hybrids, and aliens can keep a lasting peace. I'm the public face of this. Tonight, someone wanted what I represent to go up in flames.
We're not in town for local intrigue.
I know, but right now you're the only ones I'm certain are fighting for that same peace. Can I count on your support?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so this tutorial has been probably the most difficult mission for me, just because I'm trying to fight against the damn game mechanics and what Firaxis is trying to get me to do, if I were to be serious. But like I said, once we get past the tutorial and try our fresh campaign, we can get more into the meat of it. From 2 captured enemies, there's a 40% chance to earn 20 intel. That was not explained.
Package delivered to 31 PD.
She truly believes what she says.
That's why she's in charge.
Not too shabby for our first official mission.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Celebrate before a mission is complete.
It's bad luck.
Oh boy. We're getting to the meat of it now.
Tonight, Mayor Nightingale perished in an explosion at City 31's Memorial Museum. The identity of her assailants is unknown at this time. The City Council asks citizens to remain...
So she gets vaporized the same day XCOM sends Chimera Squad to our city? You hear that voice in your head? That's me telling you to wake up!
Despite opposition, Mayor Nightingale's deciding vote brought the Reclamation Agency to the city. Without her support, Chimera Squad's continued presence is an open question.
Welcome home, Chimera Squad. The director wants to speak with us.
Thanks for getting the mayor killed. Also, you're fired.
That's not helpful.
You're right. I'm sorry.
I'll patch the call through when you're ready.
I followed your action at the museum, and its aftermath.
Director Kelly, I take full responsibility for what happened.
Stop. I sent you to City 31 because I believed you were ready. Tonight, you surpassed my expectations. 31 PD requested help within 3 hours of your arrival in the city. You answered immediately. Going in, you were under-equipped and down an agent. You adapted, as we trained you to do. And let's not forget, you rescued the mayor. You delivered her to safety as the city requested. Don't blame yourself for an outcome you couldn't control. Instead, let's focus on what's next.
I set up the map table. Ready when you are.
Head over there. I'll hold.
Well, this is nothing like the drama shows I've been led to believe. The boss is supposed to yell at us for failing and botching the mission, damn it. My expectations are already blown.
Welcome to City 31. During Advent's occupation, the city was a fortress supporting an active starport. 5 years after XCOM won the war, it's home to aliens, hybrids, and humans alike. There's new industry, self-government, and local agriculture to support the varied populations. Against all odds, this city thrived after the war. There were no retributive attacks.
Until tonight.
We don't know that. Not yet. but we can find out. 3-1 PD requested our help sifting through evidence at the Memorial Museum. They lost good officers today. Give them what they need and see what we can learn.
So the map is where we see the status of the city and any current targets we can send our squad to respond to. Chimera squad can respond to 1 target per day, after which the day automatically advances. So this is going to be our, like, overworld, I suppose, where we have different regions and of course we have to manage everything. From what I'm led to believe. View the situation in downtown district. 3-1 PD needs help pouring through the aftermath of tonight's attack. Mayor Nightingale's death has the city on edge. Let's do what we can to help. We'll automatically resolve the day. Are you ready to proceed? No. That's what you want me to do, but... yeah, that's basically what it's telling me, but is there something else I could do? I guess that's all we're gonna do for now, at least, so... let's, like I said, I can rest easy knowing that I am gonna restart the campaign once I feel like we've gone through all the tutorial. I might just open up a separate playthrough just to see what I have access to when I start a new campaign before I commit to that, though. So we've done what we can to aid 3-1 PD. Oh yeah, we've done what we can to aid 31 PD. Commissioner Mulliff passed along her thanks for helping her officers bear the weight of this attack.
Your work with 3-1 PD opened a few doors. Here's what we know. A crude plasma bomb killed the mayor. The insurgents had no access to materials for that.
Does that mean they had outside help?
Most likely. There are 3 groups in City 31 with access to this kind of ordnance.
Choose next investigation. Choose a faction to be the investigation target. The target faction cannot be changed until it's resolved, so an organization of alien scavengers, a loose network of human psionics, and an underground religious movement for hybrids. They preach salvation, but let's see, I was thinking maybe going with the scavengers, because it seems like they would have likely found a plasma bomb. I think that's what I'm going to do. At least start with the Grey Phoenix.
Grey Phoenix is a group of primarily muton scavengers operating in the city. Recently, they've armed themselves with highly restricted weaponry. That puts them on our radar.
Director, these are local criminals. Isn't that 3-1 PD's jurisdiction?
True. The Reclamation Agency supports local police, but we're also required to recover dangerous material.
From those who would do the world harm, and each of those groups is neck deep in the stuff. So what next?
Focus on a single group. Investigate, dismantle their operations, and take them down.
Meanwhile, we look for any links to the mayor's death. Either way, a dangerous organization is off the streets.
Exactly. The city wants justice for Mayor Nightingale. This is how we help them achieve it.
Sounds good to me. So every investigation has 3 stages. Groundwork. From this first mission, learn about the faction, their methods. Operations. Hit the missions that must be revealed. Then complete to knock out the faction's main plans. And then take down. Stop their final attack and end their threat. Alright. I thought we were just jumping right into a mission. But okay. But this is almost like the chosen equivalent. Instead, we're dealing... Oh. I thought we were jumping into a mission. I'm getting really confused now, but okay.
Check it out. Headquarters sent us an assembly. And with the right patterns, we can build anything. Or we could with the latest version. What you're looking at is the extremely finicky 2038 model. It'll take time to stress test our patterns, but once we have them, we're good to go.
Alright, so assembly projects are how you get access to new and better items. Each project can unlock new items for XCOM supply, new weapons or armor upgrades, or a variety of other useful things. Agents assigned here decrease the time it takes to complete the project. Illyrium is one of the 3 resources Reclamation requires. is spent to complete projects in the assembly. And we can get an android, which is just a generic type of trooper, I believe. Select and start an assembly project. Well, you're not giving me much choice. So 10 Illyrium and 2 days, I assume? I'm assuming anyway, so that's done. I think. I don't see any other options, so I better be done with that. Armory is where you manage your agents. Loadout, manage weapons, armor, and other items. Agent abilities unlock new abilities by promoting agents that have earned enough XP. Learn more about the agent's background for the biography. And change color of your agent's uniform. So there's our customization for you. We can make them look prettier.
Convinced the city council we're too understaffed to be effective. This means we can bring more agents to City 31. It's not the whole squad, not yet, but it's something.
Select one agent to join the squad. So you're a psionic of sorts. Ally buff mental attack. So you're a support unit. Move fast or die slow, so crippling blow, fearless advance, so you're a frontline damage dealer, but I kind of already got a shotgunner and Godmother, so I don't think I need you. Utility, okay, so you're a hacker. I'm tempting one of these two. We'll get shelter because I really like the idea of psi units.
This is where the city stashed us.
Hey, Shelter. It's not so bad.
I don't need my psionics to tell you're lying.
Not lying, just morale building.
I'll make do. Anything good to eat?
I saved some chili for you. A Red Bull in the fridge.
Now that's morale building.
Someone likes their food. So what are you capable of? Okay, so they earn experience on missions, which leads to promotions and gives them more abilities. And you choose between certain abilities, so from what I understand, you have no abilities at all. Am I correct to assume that? Submachine gun. So you're just nothing exciting just yet that I could see. I would like to know what. Alright, so there we go. There's your basic ability. So you can swap positions with the target or an ally. Yeah, an ally or enemy. Does not automatically end a turn. So you are kind of like a Templar, essentially, but more situated towards support. So I'm gonna have fun with you. And what about skills? I'm curious about. I doubt they're close enough to leveling up, but I am curious if the option is available. No, it doesn't look like it. So what's next?
Our temporary field office has all the basics. Weapons, comms, and ammunition. Supply is where we request everything else. As long as it's in the squad's budget, it's ours.
So where we buy core items and equipment, basically. And this is our money here. And ooh, we can even use the money to upgrade existing ones. So you're interesting. I won't worry. I'll look at this after recording so we don't waste too much time. But I'm going to assume once I buy it, I have it for a specific unit as opposed to it being a charge. Since it doesn't say anything about being expended, like this med kit. So I'll have a look at all this stuff later just to know the nuances. Agent's idle and investigation. Dark events. Oh, I remember those. I remember those indeed. But what do we do with our idle guy in that case? Because it says you're idle, I want you to do something. Oh, and assembly. So that speeds up assembly a little bit. Until we unlock more stuff. And we'll stick with this crew for now. Oh, investigate Grey Phoenix. What happened to the mission downtown that we just had access to? Well, that confuses me even more. I was going to the assumption we had a mission to do. Unless some of these we don't actually do, or we don't actually take part in, which sounds odd, but alright. Whisper here. I'll keep you updated on any activities requiring our attention. Speaking of which, Grey Phoenix just shot up a micro mall with plasma weaponry. We should look into that, right?
Say a hostile force has access to a dangerous device, but destroying it would cause harm to you or others. In that case, finesse is the better option. Approach the device and disable it, just as you were trained.
Alright, so maybe I could buy some stuff here, but... yeah, maybe this is a good opportunity to just quickly look. Grants breach access through a security door. So this almost seems like it's expanded. It almost seems like. But I like extra options. We already got a breaching charge. Disables all firearms. Disorients targets. I know I like that, but gotta be careful. That's gonna burn all my resources. To an agent when equipped. I don't really have a sniper. So we'll just stick with those two for now. Now, Verge will get the med kit. And Godmother should get the key card, maybe? And we'll see how that works. Alright, let's do this. Look at that thing go. Chirp is quite the reckless driver, I gotta say.
A short while ago, Grey Phoenix engaged unknown assailants at this location. After the shooting stopped, Grey Phoenix locked down the whole block.
Would you say our arrival is key?
Why did I ever teach you puns?
Because you're very instructive.
Kill me now.
I don't blame you. All units through this entrance get plus 50 dodge. Alright. Nice generic defensive buff, but of course, killing them is always ideal. So let's do this.
Reaching in.
Ooh, we got a Viper. An adder even, they call it, so. So we got 4 targets. Ooh, Legionary, you're surprised. 2 surprised, but they take a lot of damage. And of course, you're gonna have a hard time killing them. Ooh, what's his other ability? Cover Rush. What exactly is this? Until his agent's first turn, so... a lot of defense and dodge. That is interesting. But of course, it's an opportunity to get a kill, but... I'm trying to remember the exact bonus to surprise. Oh yeah, they don't act, that's what. Okay, I remember now, but... the real question is if I was going to get that kill. So, you are likely going to live, so I'm going to need 2 shots on you. And we don't have better opportunities, do we? So mainly, let's cover our left flank. Now, what's my best shot on them? Probably just spray and pray, I suppose. Is the best solution. Good. Now, you're kind of a brute with a big gun, and I imagine you displace troops, so we gotta try and kill you first. Armor makes that difficult, though. Once permission, agent can be moved on the timeline so that they take the next turn. This ability is shared by the entire squad. Alright. That is interesting. Is that for the entire mission or just this battle? I'll have to double check that. Preparation grants a defensive bonus and moves the agent's next turn earlier in the timeline. Use this when agent is caught in a dangerous situation or to coordinate tactics. prepares for next turn by increasing their defense. Their next turns moves earlier on the timeline, so if they don't have a good opportunity now, but if they want to set up for something. And team up. It's a question if it ends the turn or not, because some of these abilities say they do not end the turn, and like Kinetic Shield, and some of them say they do end the turn, so... Or hell, this firing pistols doesn't even say it ends the turn like it did for a rifle. So I'm really confused. And if anything, Cherub is in full cover, so I think he's fine where he's at. It's one of these guys in half cover I kind of want to give a shield to. Since they're most likely to get shot at. Okay, and that scared me for a moment, thinking that they were going immediately. Nope, you're coming up. Connect shield, which at least blocks potential damage. And Chirp is just more buffed now. Although poison stinks. Yeah, that's a flank shot. I want... Oh. Okay. I am not going to ask why you're busy shopping the aisle, but okay. And this should be a good flank shot for me. With a possible kill. And I think at worst case I could use team up to try and maybe get a guaranteed kill on this fella. Wow. Critical hit, he's still alive. And I don't have to worry about you yet. Sadly, you don't have much mobility to subdue him. Coordinates the target with target unimpaired ally, moving their next turn on the timeline. So Godmother can get the kill there. Or best case, just subdue them, if that's at all possible. Okay, and best of all, that did not burn even a single action point. Speaking of which, where can I easily keep track on my actions? Okay, that I didn't know about with spray and pray there. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, again, why that did not burn a charge, if there's a way to know that for future reference. A lot of things I'm going to have to test. And this is at least 2 damage, so nighty-night. I was hoping to kill you, but knocking you unconscious is a good compromise. And a nice little bonus.
Arrested the target.
Damn, that was a hit.
I'm getting a strong source of Illyrium in your vicinity. I can't pinpoint a location.
There's a ramen bar out back. Maybe Illyrium is their secret ingredients.
Oh, please no. I don't want to start getting mutated or irradiated by the Illyrium. Although I think Illyrium is relatively safe if I remember correctly, as far as radiation poisoning. I just don't want to know the other side effects of being so close to it, let alone ingesting it. So explosive entrance and main door. Can I just see? Huh. Oh, this is which squad goes in first, if I have to guess. I think. Although... Oh, one's a breach. I'm trying to figure out where that is exactly though, but deploying them might help. Okay, that explains that. So I guess I can choose who I want to go in first. Again, it's a question what the shield's supposed to represent. So all non-aggressive enemies guarding this entrance are surprised. Delayed disabled. Last units through this entrance will have their weapon disabled. Huh. So, whoever I'm okay with not shooting, which might be my pistol cherub. If I had to guess, he sounds like the worst person though. Oh, and I need and he needs the breach. So that's not possible anymore. So main door. Yeah, this is a bit of conflict of interest because I want Chirp maybe to take the main door. Oh wait, what? Successful shots on enemies will crit, so that changes that dynamic a tiny bit. I figured they'd be most prepared on the main door, and not the breach point. Actually, I kind of want Verge over here because again, weapon will be disabled. Let's try this.
Breaching.
Let's do this. See what we find. So sadly this is a bad angle for you, but who's aggressive? The one way over there I can't get to. And they're so far away I feel like I'm relatively safe. Just not the best shots for a shield. Or at least a shield bearer. But a good chance to kill him at least still. One muti's down. Your shotgun and guaranteed critical hits. That is an important thing to remember. And it may not be factoring it with this shot the best. Now let's hope this is I don't regret this shot. Good. So that is disabled for the entire mission, so that's good to note. Each time damage is blocked with kinetic shield, Chirp gains charge. Higher charge increases the damage of charge bash and makes it deal damage to a cone. And it currently has 1 charge. That does 4 damage. And it's a guaranteed hit. I like it. And you are... Oh, actually, you... The important thing to note is the Legionnaire goes first. Oh, I need line of sight, dang it. I was kind of hoping maybe I could support one of them with the shield. Now that brings an important question. When can I actually get in line of sight? Could I reach Godmother here? It's a serious question. Actually, what I hope to do is maybe we'll have him go after Cherub, maybe. I'm hoping this doesn't end the turn. It probably doesn't, but I'm a little paranoid. And now put him out in the open, basically, for his charge blast. Demolition. Alright, so that was the right choice there. Maybe. Although it didn't look like the shield went off, so that was more of destroying cover. And I'm okay with you not being able to do anything. When Verge successfully casts Stupor or Battle Madness, the enemy is added to Verge's neural network. Oh, so that's what that was. Verge gets plus 10 aim for each enemy in the neural network. Alright, that's good to note. I want to reload first, but reloading is the first action does not end the turn. Good, that's all I need to know. Now, Stupor. So only 1 action point, so he can shoot or move, but not both. And that does not get me in a good position. I can take shots. Actually, if I'm out of line of sight, I'm okay. Because again, Chirp's the only one who could get shot at, and again, Chirp's protected by a dang shield, so why should I care what happens to him, in theory? Oh, Overwatch functions differently too, apparently. Alright. So if you back up, well, in all honesty, if possible, I should have tried aiming for this wall in case he goes over there. I'm expecting Chip to get shot at, but this is a good opportunity to also heal. Who needs heals? Well, it's also a defensive buff, so let's not forget about that.
Got you covered.
Although I'm really tempted to heal just because of how that works, so you should still be shielded for next attack. That's all I really need to know. So yeah, we'll just deliberately walk out in the open, I guess. Since I have incentive now. It's one of the few times I want to play suboptimally. Perfect. All according to plan. And he only has a single action, right? Or at least he normally won't only have a single action.
Repositioning.
Now this is kind of where me wanting to cheese the mechanics a little bit comes into play, since I want to wait till terminal to kind of heal. But we're not getting that opportunity.
Whoa, I'm reading a massive Illyrium core in the next room. It's losing stability fast. Secure and contain that core before it takes out the whole block.
Check your file. None of us should go home in bags.
Alright. So I do wonder if my abilities come off cooldown or not, since from what I noticed, unless I reload, my ammo is still getting expended. So agent damage likely, so I don't know what exactly that means. Outside, well, I know agent damage is likely. Again, it's the symbol and icon that I'm curious about. Oh, and it burnt my charge, so I can't use it again. Alright, so having multiple charges is beneficial, to say the least. Now, last unit through does +3 damage. Again, as much as I would love the shotgun Godmother to take that, I always feel like she should be the one at least near the front, just because that might give her a more aggressive position.
Stay behind me.
There's that level uncertainty that I'm not sure about. So you are aggressive, you need to die. We have 4 shots for that. And you will take an action, basically, so... At least the pistol's good here, because at least it should guarantee a kill if it hits at all. I just don't want to use the shotgun, because assault rifle should do the same thing. Alright, so give me that kill, hopefully. Even a critical. Now, you're a kill if you're hit. Good. And +3 damage. 56% chance you just die. Ah. Oh, and there was another one apparently too.
Eyes on the target. Cut the power.
Alright, clear the pawn shop. Stabilize the Illyrium core, so do I need to go up to it? It looks like there's an interaction of some kind. So I have a charge, I can knock you out, and I don't think I can hit both of them. Okay, I am proven wrong. So who's likely to get shot at? Well, if I charge up there, that's a given. If Carapace goes up, he's likely to take the shot. at least a shot.
Armored up.
Yeah, let's see about damaging both of them at least.
I made the arrest.
Perfect.
Book 'em.
Now I'm a little weary of just going up to the door. Although I should be able to knock out you pretty easily.
Changing position.
Swift and steady.
And opening the door. I want to believe this does not take an action like it did before. I imagine how silly I'll feel if it ends my turn right now. 81% chance. Although you don't get a high critical hit chance, sadly. I was kind of gambling on that a bit, being a shotgun and all. Still pays off. God dang it. I was really hoping to get you to at least subdue them.
Spray do its work.
Either way, this will give you
needed
cover. Chirp is likely to get shot at because of that. And you have really good cover, so I'm not likely... Actually, let's see if Overwatch is useful here or not.
I'll shoot anything that moves.
Normally, it's still worse chance to hit if they move. Although I have no idea what the hit chance was, to be fair. Well, that's not fair. I had a shield for that and everything. I just want to subdue you. You're being very stubborn. Alright there, Sneaky. Time to come home with us.
Subdued the hostile.
Perfect. Now, oh, and I can interact with it since I'm conveniently right here. That was not planned, but... Oh.
Do not let him get close to you.
Well, it doesn't even want to tell me what he is. Oh, just a Legionnaire. So, who am I worried to get attacked? Well, clearly a Cherub if he's going to be going in there aggressively. If anything, I should be able to knock him out pretty easily regardless. Just knock... Huh, I'm surprised I don't have a charge. Since my shield should have been taken out from that entangle, right? Not that it matters, I guess, but...
Let me try again.
I'm not going to get to subdue him now because of that. Well, I'm not going to get to anyway, because Chirp's in a bad spot. We got enough hostages. Let's just clean up the rest. Lightly wounded. I healed her though, damn you. So one thing we know about Grey Phoenix, they should stay away from Elerium cores. Oh, and Director Kelly's on the line. I'll patch her through when you get back to base. And 5 enemies were captured, that sounds good. I only earned 20 intel. Which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. He's a reckless driver, but damn, considering the angles, he's really good at backing that thing in. Really smoothly. Although when they skip the frame like that, it does lead me to believe he had a lot more difficulty parking that than we're led to believe. Aliens in your agency, Jane? What are you thinking? So there's Bradford. So this is our Jane Kelly, I think. What is our greatest existential threat? The Elders returning. If they do, who will we need to fight them off? Everyone, I get it. I've seen the projections, but do you really think the commander will go for this? Oh, this is a lore thing, never mind. For some reason I saw it was related to our mission. I think the commander has always seen the bigger picture. Well, as far as I'm concerned, we're also organizing this Chimera squad, if I were to be honest.
Grey Phoenix is after large quantities of Illyrium. Why do they need that much power? Illyrium access would allow them to refine an explosive powerful enough to kill Mayor Nightingale. Grey Phoenix has the means. Find out if they had the motive.
Alright, so if it's active operation, so from what we've seen, Grey Phoenix is armed with restricted weapons. We do not know their source. That's where you come in. Determine where to gain all their toys. So I think we'll leave it here for now.
An emergency session of the City Council voted 5-4 against a citywide curfew. Councilor Parada spoke for the majority.
There is no need for such extreme measures. Mayor Nightingale's death is a tragedy, but to shut down the city due to fear would reject the very principles by which she lived.
3-1 PD remains on high alert throughout City 31. Commissioner Maloof released the following statement.
Every 3-1 PD officer grieves for Mayor Nightingale. Rest assured, we will bring those responsible to justice.
More on this story as it develops. Celio Dash reporting for Channel 37.
Alright, so I think I'll leave this episode here so I can get a little bit of time to look into everything. Well, maybe not this new stuff. We'll save that for the next video, but understanding my skill set, my items, what they do, and of course making preparations for the real meat of this campaign. Thank you everyone for watching. I will see you next time.